Hello once again. The higher intelligence is an important subject because we always use this term higher, feeling inadequate or feeling that there is something that is greater than us. But this higher intelligence, as I said, is the consciousness that is, and we are one of the manifestations of this consciousness. We are never separated from this consciousness in reality. It only appears to be a separation, again, because of the veil. So the term higher can only be used in the same way that we would say that a university professor or any teacher of any subject and of any school is of a higher understanding than we are as the students. This is the only way that the term higher should be thought of in this instance when we're speaking of consciousness. Once we expand in our conscious awareness, we are then able to understand much more of this intelligence, therefore making us feel also higher. But again, it is only an illusion, actually, because we are already connected. We simply need to become more aware of our connection and not to consider it being higher, but that we are already this connection. Let's see, you were saying that thoughts come from outside us. And again, yes, it's a difficult concept because neither is it outside us, nor is it fully in our conscious awareness right now, giving it the appearance of being outside of us. But again, we are always connected with it, and the more we can understand this connection and start to make our creation in the understanding of our connection, then we will be able to feel this higher state. We will be able to feel this awareness and connection even more. You were wondering about whether there were preconceived pathways that all of us must follow. And you didn't like this, and I don't like it either, wondering about our free will and where our free will has a part in all of this. The only way that there are preconceived pathways that we follow out of the consciousness that is when we create and accept those pathways. Nothing else is creating for us. Difficult to grasp because the human consciousness has decided on a few pathways. And as a human collective consciousness, we seem to be following these pathways. But as you will notice, even with your own admission of now being possibly a spiritual person, you are breaking away from the pathways that have been the human collective consciousness, and your own individual consciousness is creating something different. You are now breaking away from anything that has already been created and experiencing now your own creation on a more personal level of connection with the consciousness that is. There is always free will. I'm referring to the notes that I scribbled as I was listening to your videos. We always have a choice to follow the preconceived, not from consciousness, but preconceived from human collective consciousness pathways, or to say, no, I am not that. I do not believe that. I do not want that as my experience in life. And that then is the first step in you creating your own pathway. The first step in awareness of creating your own pathway. Always, always, we have free will. We always have a choice. People contest this all the time when I give presentations. They say that a baby who dies because of some illness, or we who die because of some illness, or we who are stuck in the middle of a war without any option of being able to get out of this. Every experience that we have in our conscious life is a choice that we have made from our free will, a free will choice. The lessons, as I explained in my other videos, the lessons that we have chosen to experience in this life is what we create and condense or collapse out of the consciousness that is. Be it a lesson of having a wonderful, fun-filled, beautiful, trouble-free life, which is one type of lesson, or whether we bring with us and condense the lesson of some illness and attach to that illness the lesson of dying young, dying as a baby, dying in an accident, dying because of a long struggle, and learning the lessons of all of these different examples that I have said. These are all lessons that we, in our free will, have decided to experience in this lifetime. The experience of being a terrorist. This was one, being in Sri Lanka, this is one question always that comes up to me. It is just as valid a lesson as being a peaceful pacifist. Both are lessons condensed into being out of the fullness of the potential all, so that you, in your individual creation, can experience this lesson, learning from it, and then choosing other lessons once those original lessons have been learned. I'm going to leave it at that for now and be back with you in just a moment.